Hey everybody, what's up and welcome to the 88 Dental Marketing Show, the internet's only dental show that's answering marketing's most important questions. That's what we do. I am your host, Joshua Scott, and this is episode 31. And you can tell from where I'm at, this is a very special episode. We are on location, Liberty Family Dentistry. And I have with me Dr. Gavin Rothrock and Dr. Jeff Jones. And so instead of you guys asking me marketing questions, we're going to flip it around today. And I'm going to ask these guys some questions about marketing, their journey, what we've done here in this practice, and kind of good and bad, and just get some feedback from them. So, sound good? Awesome. So let's do some quick introductions first. Start with you, just who you are and school. And
I graduated from IU Dental School in 2005.
Okay.
Came straight to this practice. Actually bought into the practice as partner about 3 years later, and about 2.5 years ago, along with Jeff, we actually took over running the practice.
Okay.
And the managing role.
Yeah, good. Okay.
Jeff Jones, I graduated from Indiana University Dental School in 2008. Worked for a year in a pediatric clinic and then joined up here as an associate. Worked for a couple of years and then, like Gavin said, kind of started the buyout process and took over ownership 2.5 years ago.
Yeah. So 4 doctors here, the 2 kind of original, I call them like the founding owner doctors, and then you guys came and over a period of transition bought them out. But all 4 are still here.
Yeah.
But you guys are running the practice on a day-to-day basis. So good. Well, so give me a little bit about, because really right from the start of your ownership here, marketing has been a big priority. And so like what led you to that? What made you value and get involved in it from the start?
You know, for me, the first probably 5 years when I was an owner, but I wasn't a managing partner,
Yeah.
we were very resistant to marketing.
Okay.
The managing partner was kind of had a negative opinion of marketing, and what really led Jeff and I to jump in is when we took over, the practice had been pretty stagnant for about 5 years, wasn't
Okay.
growing, and it just became pretty apparent to us that we needed to create a story and just start doing something to grow the practice. I mean, that was a priority, was to grow the practice and
Yeah.
find ways to do that. And marketing just kind of naturally
Yeah.
fell into place at that point.
Right. So it's super natural transition. Right? You just bought something, so now it's like, hey, we got to grow this.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of same.
I'm a techie nerd. For me, one of the first things as I joined in was we did not have a good website. It was terrible, and that was something that I always kind of had in the back of my mind as something I needed to accomplish. So starting at talking about the marketing was something that was a first priority for me, was to try and get that started.
Yeah, that's awesome. I actually think we've got a screenshot of your website, so we may just throw it up on the show like right here. All right. So okay. So when getting into marketing, any kind of obstacles? I mean, I know sometimes in dentistry, marketing it's a tough thing for people to get their head around. Any obstacles, any drawbacks to you guys, like jumping in on that, like any hesitations?
Yeah, I mean, from day one, I mean, I didn't want to feel like I'm a used car salesman. I wanted it to be authentic. And I think the first step was us just creating our story. And then at that point, it became pretty easy because we're telling a story. We're not coming up with gimmicks. We're not doing anything. We're just telling everyone our story, and it just kind of flowed from there.
Right.
For me, the obstacle was just not knowing where to start.
Okay.
Not knowing how to start. I had gone to the midwinter meeting a couple of times, and I had looked at all of the website vendors, and every single one of them could promise that they could have a website within a month and you'd be great and you'd be getting so many new patients, but I felt like, I don't know, it wasn't complete.
Yeah. So I know from the start, we kind of, in this practice, didn't really get involved much in traditional media, meaning like magazines or mail or any of that. There's been a very deliberate, intentional focus on digital. It seemed like that was your guys' plan, preference from the start. Was that kind of true?
Definitely. For me, I hate getting those little mailers in the mail with a stock photo of a happy family.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Right.
I've always hated those. That was something that we were never really interested in pursuing.
Yeah, because I think initially I probably talked about mail a few times with you guys, and it was just like, yeah, no.
Well, I think it's what we relate to.
Right.
I mean, we want digital stuff when that's what we respond to, so
Yeah.
that's what we
Yeah.
kind of want to go with, because it's, like Jeff said, get something in the mail, you kind of laugh at it a little bit and you throw it in the trash.
Yeah.
It's,
Yeah.
not really our personalities as the,
Okay.
the traditional.
When you said, it was interesting, you were talking about creating a story first, and then now you're just telling the story, and that felt more authentic to you. What was the main story you guys tried to tell here that you wanted people to see?
Well, when Jeff and I sat down and came up with the, how do we want to proceed forward running the practice? I mean, the three things that we really came to the conclusion we wanted to do was find ways to treat our staff better, find ways to treat our patients better, and grow the practice. And that was kind of the
simple,
the
but
foundation of what we wanted. And then we looked at it and said, what our story is, we're just going to try to treat patients better than they could be treated anywhere else.
Okay.
And that kind of evolved into, with your help, some of the, become Bloomington's most trusted dental team.
Yeah.
And I think that, just kind of led to a natural transition from that into, that's our story, is we're just going to try to treat people as great and give them a great experience. And
right. And what's been good with that is we've kind of paired and really focused on reviews a lot, because that supports that story of treating patients like that. And that was kind of a strategy from day one, right? It was.
Yeah. For us, I think the reviews were, as Gavin, I think, worded it nicely before, it wasn't us touting our story. It was the patients from the outside sharing their experience and sharing what made them feel good about the practice. And I think that lends confidence.
Yeah, right. What's been we've worked together for what? Almost 3 years.
Yeah.
What's been your favorite marketing part of that? What's been your favorite part of the marketing that we've done over the past 3 years?
For me, it was the logo design.
Okay.
The logo and website. It was a great experience to be able to sit down and think through what our story really was and come up with something to brand it.
Okay.
I thought that was cool.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, I think developing the story, I thought that was fun, and now just kind of seeing the results, seeing all the reviews, seeing positive things patients have to say, and seeing the fact that our new patients have gone from 60 a month to 90 a month.
Yeah. Right.
Kind of seeing the fruits of the labor, so to speak.
Yeah.
And seeing it actually working.
Good. What any least favorite parts? Any campaigns we did that just didn't? Why are you laughing? There's so many, right?
No. Actually, there really aren't. It's been pretty smooth, and I think the one thing that didn't work for us was an attempt at. We did a mailer. We did try a mailer and just a little
it's like first
card.
year, I think.
I don't know if you remember that little card,
Yeah.
discount card kind of thing.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
We didn't really pursue it. It was a small, and we kind of shut it down at the start.
Yeah, there was that, and I think we did a direct mail piece too that first year as well. I think like just kind of 3 small drops. I think it was just about new patients.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think we got to the end of that, maybe had like 10 new patients, and just felt like it wasn't. Yeah. Again, it was like high cost and just wasn't the return, and I probably pushed that more.
A little bit.
That was you guys. That was you guys trusting me, being like, yeah, okay.
No, I think it's fine, but it just didn't suit our personality.
Yeah,
I mean,
right.
we don't respond to that, so we didn't have a whole lot of energy behind it, because it's like, we're going through the motions at that point.
Right. Yeah.
I think the fun parts are the ones that we really get into and are passionate about. I mean, we just naturally, kind of put the energy into that, and therefore, I mean, I think we had a lot better response out of that.
Yeah, completely. Any other least favorite parts other than those?
No, I think just
it's been a great ride.
Yeah. Good. All right. Closing up here. Last question. What advice, young dentists in your situation, maybe they're starting from scratch, maybe they're buying in, and now it's theirs, and again, it's ownership. They're freaked out because it's like, I got to grow this thing now. What do you tell them? What's the advice?
My advice would just be, create the story. That's the first part, is, creating a story and finding out what makes people want to come to you.
Yeah.
What are you branding yourself as?
Yeah.
And from that, just find ways that are comfortable for you to sell that story.
Yeah.
And to tell it and to really get people on board to buy into it. I mean, if you're passionate about it and you're genuine about it, I mean, the marketing aspect, whatever avenue you pick and stuff, it's going to take care of itself.
Good. So start with the story, be authentic about it.
For me, it would have been the whole process. If you're going to spend money on marketing and you're going to bring somebody in to help consult and you want to bring new patients in, you have to make sure that before you start bringing these new patients in, that you're marketable.
Yeah.
That you've created your story, that you know what you're going for, that you know the audience you're looking for, and all of that was what I had no idea.
Yeah.
I didn't know what I didn't know. That's where you brought us way back to that beginning step before pursuing the marketing.
Yeah.
And I think that was helpful.
Well, that's a great point. Is it's a comprehensive approach. It's not, well, we're just going to do a website,
Right.
and we're just going to do a mailer. And we're just going to do this. It's a we've already talked about. All right, what's next year look like? What's everything.
Yeah. I think that was probably our initial meeting. You and I sat down. We were in another state at a conference talking, and it was like, hey, we need to start thinking about marketing. And I think some of that conversation was like, well, let's back up, because obviously we need a website, but before that, gosh, I mean, there's no logo, like, who are you guys? This is your practice now, so backing up, comprehensive approach. Yeah.
So my key point of advice would be to find this guy,
Right,
find this guy and hire him.
That's why we're doing this show. No. All right, guys. Thanks so much for your time. Really appreciate it. Everybody, hope you enjoyed this episode. We'll catch you on the next one. See you.